Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Liad. Today's video is another one from the archives. Today's painting is a 12 by 16 inch oil painting on wood panel. The reason this is from the archives is because this was recorded a while ago. This was before I tried my hand at daily painting and daily video making. It was a little too much for one person to do. I always intended to make videos, but it took me a while until I actually started. Since this is an older recording, I don't remember all the details from when I painted this painting or all the thoughts and struggles that I happened to have at the time, but I do remember quite a few of them. The impetus for this painting really was the boot. I know I say this a lot, but I love the attitude of the photo and the model. I also thought it would be fun and challenging to paint all of the plants that were behind her. But finding a way to do it where I didn't have to paint all the details of each individual leaf. Also, finding a way to paint the fishnet stockings without actually having to paint each individual strand of the fishnet stockings was not just challenging, but also part of my goal because I don't want to be limited to what I can paint. It's for that reason that I like to find ways of abstracting and implying detail or interpreting it so that I don't have to paint every individual strand, because I don't think that painting that amount of detail and that precise of detail really fits in with the types of paintings I'm making and the look that I'm going for. Another thing that I was really interested in with this painting was playing with the depth of field, and I'm really happy with how it came out. So depth of field is a photography reference, and it refers to the area in a photo that is in focus. Depending on the settings of the camera, you can have a very wide depth of field or a very narrow depth of field. And if you have a very narrow depth of field, that means that only a small area will be in focus and everything else will be blurred out. In the case of this painting, I made the depth of field very narrow so that pretty much only the front of her boot is in focus and everything else is a little blurry or very blurry. Even her face is blurry because I don't know this person. I don't need to make this into a portrait. It was more about the attitude overall. But honestly, if this was done for the right person, I could totally see this being a portrait of someone. Just because you can't see all the detail in their face doesn't make it not a portrait, in my opinion. The attitude of the person, the body language, all of that is conveyed here. And I think that would be a very fun portrait for the right person. Don't get me wrong, I know we all love a portrait with all the fine details in the face and the catch light in the eyes and all of that. But in today's age, with all the photography that we have, I'm not saying that catching the likeness isn't important, but I'm saying that in the right circumstances, a detailed painting of a person's face isn't necessarily the best or strongest portrait of the person. Or maybe it won't be the most entertaining or inspiring portrait of the person. I know some of my favorite photos of myself and my loved ones are not always the ones that show all the facial details. Sometimes they're blurred, sometimes it's an action, sometimes the lighting is so bad you can't even see their face. But those photos sometimes are able to capture the personality of the person the most. And I think getting that attitude and personality across can be just as important as getting all the facial features. And with the right person and the right circumstance, maybe even more important. Like I said, most people now have more than enough photographs of themselves. So getting a really good painting of their face might not be as meaningful as getting a really good painting that evokes their personality or attitude or something of them or some essence of them. But it doesn't have to be just that, right? I could imagine a painting of an artist working, painting in the process. And if you can't see their face during that, that's fine. It can still be a portrait of an artist. Even if you can barely see their face, I can totally see that. And I think I could apply that to many activities and to many people who have an overall passion about something. Anyways, those are some of my thoughts on this painting. If you want to take this painting home, it is available on my website, link in the description. I am doing this off the cuff, cuffless as they say, without a script. because I wanted to try and get more videos out while I'm working on all my other videos that are taking a bit longer and are requiring a bit more work. Hopefully this will be entertaining to someone, and if you have any questions about the painting or the process, feel free to leave them in the comments below or join my Discord and ask there. I have all my social media links in the description. Like the video, subscribe, do all the normal YouTube-y things, and I will be back hopefully sooner than later with another video. And until then, happy painting. I also want to work on a new sign out. So if anybody has an idea other than happy painting, let me know.